Hello and welcome to today's webinar. Get ready for NIGP Forum 2023. Today's presenters include Director of Content Research and Development, Chanda Carpenter, along with Director of Events and Program Delivery, Carrie Winter. If at any time during the webinar you need tech support, please send me a direct chat. Remember to engage with your peers by making sure you have your chat option selected to everyone. During the webinar, please submit any questions you have to the chat or Q&A, and we'll take those throughout the presentation. Chanda, would you like to get us started?
Yes, thank you, Justin. Welcome, everyone. So happy that you're joining us today to learn how you can prepare and get the most out of your forum experience. So today we're going to go through some pre-forum activities, mostly around planning your agenda using the mobile app and the virtual platform. We're also going to talk about our exciting chapter challenge. Then we'll cover some items during forum, the conference venue, registration, sessions, and social events. And then what you do when you get home. How do you access the on-demand sessions, your transcripts, and surveys? We'll leave some time at the end for questions, but as Justin mentioned, if you have any questions along the way, feel free to put them in chat, raise your hand. Carrie's gonna help me answer those questions and we'll get going here. So at this point, we have about 1,300 plus folks attending forum in person in Louisville, Kentucky. Our online in-person event registration is currently closed. However, we will be accepting registrations on site in Louisville. For the virtual experience, we have just over 1,100 attendees. Now for virtual, the event registration is open until August 23rd. And the reason for that is the virtual audience is viewing events that are live streamed from Louisville. All of those live stream sessions are going to be available on demand. So if you have a colleague who's interested, it's okay if they register August 23rd, they're going to still be able to see all that content. So let's talk about pre-forum. We're really excited to let you know we have a mobile application this year. It's available now. So you can go to your app store and you can download it. It's called NIGP Forum 2023. The login is your email address that you register for forum. And then the password is NIGP 2023. That's all caps, no spaces. So the application we really recommend for our in-person audience. You're going to be on the go, going from session to session. There's going to be things that you're going to check in the application from your phone. So we're really recommending that for the in-person. For our virtual audience, we'll be going over the virtual platform in just a few minutes. So let's take a closer look at the mobile app. So this is a quick screenshot of some of the things that you can do. So you may want to view and search sessions. Perhaps you're looking for something about construction or technology. You would just go to the search here and it's going to search all the sessions for that topic. Additionally, you can view the agenda. So what you're going to get is you're going to get this calendar, right? And you can search by date, you can search by track. Once you find something, you're just going to click on that session and you can read the description. You can see the location, and the app does have the floor plans, by the way, and the time. So let's say that you decide that you want to add this to your schedule. You're just going to click add to my schedule, and it's going to appear in my schedule. So all the sessions that you have added to your schedule are going to be in one place. So I really recommend taking some time before a forum to do this. Take a look at all the sessions, build your calendar, see what you want to attend. If you have things that are at the same time, which one do you want to choose? Now, another tip here is as you add sessions to my schedule, it's a really great way to track those session titles. So when you need your certification hours and titles for your recertification requirements, it's a good place to keep it in one spot. So when you're ready to attend the session, you're just going to click on it here, and then you're going to want to check in. So this check-in is going to be once you're in the room. If you try and do it too early, it's going to prompt you to check in closer to the session time. And some of our sessions, which we'll go over in just a moment, like the learning paths, will require you, if you're in person, to check into that session so we can see that you've attended. So you're definitely going to want to keep your phone and your app handy throughout the sessions to be able to check in. Now, let's say that you want to also look at the slide decks. So you're going to just hit Documents here. Now, we've heard from many attendees over the years that they really like to see these presentations. So we've been working closely with our presenters to get these uploaded. A lot of them are uploaded now. You'll continue to see these be uploaded as we get closer to forum. Additionally, when you're in the in-person sessions, many of them are being live streamed. So we also have a virtual audience. And a lot of our speakers are using polls. So this poll will be put out to the in-person audience as well as the virtual audience. So if you're in person, you're going to access the poll again from your mobile app. So you're going to want to keep that handy. Now, another thing that we've heard from attendees is you all have other meetings, right? You're there with all your colleagues and you need to build your calendar. So if you want to do that, you're going to go to My Meeting and then click My Schedule. You can click New Event and you can add your schedule to your event to your schedule. Now, if you want to go ahead and email your schedule to yourself so you can have it combined with your other email, you're going to go back to My Meeting, click Email, My Meeting Info, and then click Export and Email My Schedule. It's going to go to the email that you've registered with. That's my email. It'll be yours when you're logged in. So you're going to get an email with the attached schedule in the ICS format. You can download this file and import it into your calendar app. So you can also see speaker bios. You can connect with the exhibitors. So here's an example of Canon. When you click exhibitors, you're going to get them all. You can select one. You can read information about them. You can message them, and you can add them to your favorites list. You can also find, message, and schedule appointments with attendees. So in this example, I searched on Kirk. When I click his name, I can schedule an appointment, message him, or add him to my contacts. Just a really great way to connect with your fellow attendees. So there's a lot more in the app, including announcements. I mentioned floor plans, social media, activity wall, message board, and don't forget to check out the Hall of Fame. So I really encourage you to download this application and explore it. So now we're going to turn our attention to the virtual audience. So the virtual audience, you're going to be using this platform on your computer. It's the same data. It looks a little bit different because you're accessing it from a laptop or, perhaps a larger monitor. Login is the same. It's your email address plus the password NIGP 2023. Now here, you would click in Find a Meeting, and you're going to be presented with all the sessions. These are color-coded. The orange is in person, the green is live streamed, and the blue is for virtual entity networking. For the virtual audience, you're going to be starting on Monday, and you're going to be starting with the opening plenary from Shola Richards. Now, this particular plenary is being done in person on Sunday, and that will be recorded for the virtual audience to watch on Monday. Now, let's say you want to find out more about it. You click the session. You can read the description and again, add it to your schedule. Very similar to the mobile app. It just looks a little different because it's for your computer. Now, if you go to My Meeting, My Schedule, you're going to see all the sessions that you added to your schedule. And again, you can download the schedule. You need to email it to yourself because you'll be on your laptop or computer, but you would download it and you can import it into your calendar app. Now, let's say it's time to take a session. You click on it. On the right side, you're going to get the description, the time. You're also going to be able to view the speakers and download those presentation slides. For the virtual audience, as I mentioned, a lot of the speakers who are having sessions that live stream are using polls. So you'll take the polls here on the virtual platform. But something else that we're doing is the virtual attendees accessing the live stream. You're not in a Zoom meeting, you're in a live stream meeting. And what that means is you will be interacting with your colleagues via text chat. You'll be answering questions, making comments, and so completing polls. We will have a producer in the room at Forum that will speak on your behalf. So for example, if I'm the producer on a session, and let's say the speaker poses a question to the audience, the in-person and virtual audience, and they've asked you to comment in the chat, I'll be reading the chat. And then I will communicate to that in-person audience the things that you have entered. We've been working with our speakers, and these sessions are going to be highly interactive. So get ready. You'll be answering a lot of questions and taking polls. Again, just like the mobile app, you can view the speakers. You can message them, you can add them to you can view the exhibitors. You can message them, you can add them to your favorites. And just like the app, you have the attendees. So you can find, say for example, Tara, you can message her or schedule an appointment with her. So I want to take a pause here. I just covered a lot and see if anybody wants to come off mute or if there's any questions that have been in the chat that maybe Carrie wants to review or clarify. Carrie, do you see anything?
I think I answered most of the ones that were in the chat in chat. So yes, well, so no, the one just came in are all times Eastern. So the platform should convert to whatever time zone your computer is in, right? So if I live in California, but I have my computer on East Coast time, it'll be converted to whatever. But yes, if you look at the schedule, everything is happening at East Coast time. So if the session starts at 8 a.m. Eastern, it starts at 5 a.m. Pacific.
All right, thank you. Okay, well, we're going to continue then. So another exciting thing that we're doing that you can start before Forum is the Chapter Challenge. So this is where we have partnered with a charity called Dare to Care. Dare to Care partners with local service agencies like food pantries, shelters, emergency kitchens to distribute food to the community. It's a really great charity. And so what we've set up is a little bit of a competition among our chapters, and they've already started, as you can see. So we encourage you to go out. You can indicate your chapter. If you don't have a chapter, that's okay. You just would put no chapter. And this is running through August 22nd. So the top 3 donating chapters will not only have bragging rights, but they'll also get some free courses. So first prize is a 3-day course. Second prize is a 2-day course, and third prize is a 1-day course. So I encourage you to check this out and donate if you can. So let's talk about forum, the conference venue. So for the folks traveling in, folks are staying in the Marriott, Omni, and Galt House. This is how you get to the convention center from those various locations. A reminder, again, the floor plans are in the mobile app. The time between sessions, we tried to make it 30 minutes. There are some that are 15. So be aware of that. Again, review the sessions, plan your schedule. We are serving light snacks, coffee, tea, and decaf coffee during breaks. So registration is on the main concourse closest to 4th Street on Jefferson Street. It starts at 9 a.m. on Saturday. If you arrive on Saturday, we really encourage you to register early. You can definitely register on Sunday. It's open from 6:30 to 6 p.m., but it may be a little busy. So if you're there early, come by Saturday. You can pick up your name tag and lanyard, your ribbons, notebook, water bottles, and pocket guide. This year, we're doing a pocket guide. This is a printed agenda. It's at the printer now. Sometimes things change. So the latest and greatest will always be in the mobile app, but be sure to pick up a pocket guide as well. Also, we have the information area open, and this is where you can learn more about pathways, our concierge service, publications, membership, certification, and accreditation. So this area is going to be manned by NIGP staff and our volunteers. So make some time to stop by and learn about some of those services. For our virtual audience, once you log into the virtual platform on Monday, you're ready to go. You don't have to do anything else for registration. Now, ribbons. We have a lot, and I know that these are really popular. So we went ahead and put these up here so you can take a look so that you know what's available. I'll leave this up for just a moment so that you can be sure and pick up the ribbons that you need during forum. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about the sessions. So our keynote speakers, as I mentioned, Shola is going to be live on Sunday, and then the in-person audience, or excuse me, the virtual audience will access a recording on Monday. Jess is on Tuesday and Jimmy is on Wednesday. I've heard really, really fantastic things about these speakers. Make sure you check them out and plan to attend. On Sunday in person, we have our networking sessions, and on Monday are the virtual networking sessions. These are just a really great way to learn some new things from your colleagues and share your experiences. I noticed on Insight this morning that folks were already talking about them. So please take a look and make sure you planned those for your schedule. So our sessions, they're Sunday through Wednesday. Seating is available on a first come, first served basis. Most sessions will accommodate 200 people, with the exception of workshops. So workshops are capped at 90, and that's because they're really designed for a smaller audience. So if you're interested in a workshop, be sure and get there early, get your seat early, because we will close them at 90 participants. So a tip for you to think about. If a session that's being live streamed that is closed due to capacity, there'll be overflow rooms nearby, and you can watch that session through the mobile app or the virtual platform. I would recommend, if you have your laptop, to go ahead and watch it through the virtual platform. However, if there's another session that you're interested in, maybe that's an in-person, keep in mind, all of the live stream sessions will be accessible on demand. So if you have a choice, you might want to consider going to the hybrid and watching the on-demand version. Just something to think about. For our virtual audience, we have about 38 sessions that are being live streamed. And again, virtual audience, you are accessing these live streamed sessions from the virtual platform. You will primarily be using text chat and polls. There will be a producer in each room that will speak on your behalf to the in-person audience. Keep in mind, in the mobile app as well as the platform, the schedules do indicate if the session is live streamed. And those live streams will be recorded for on-demand access for 30 days after forum. Learning paths. All right, we've got 3 learning paths these years: cooperative procurement, construction procurement, and technology procurement. Each of these have 4 sessions, that each session is 75 minutes each. You can attend one session, or you can attend all the sessions in a path and earn a badge upon successfully passing an assessment. So how it's going to work is you can attend the sessions in any combination of in-person, live streamed, or on demand. Once you have attended all 4 sessions for that path, you'll be sent a link to the learning path assessment in Aspire. Aspire is our learning management system, and you have about 10 days to complete that. Now, give us a couple days, maybe about 3 business days after forum to initially get those links out, because we'll have to pull all of our reporting, and then we'll be pulling it on a regular basis so that we get the links to the path assessments to you. Now, this is very important if you're interested in a badge. If you are in person, you must check in to the session. That will be the only way that we know you have attended it. So again, as I mentioned, you're going to check into sessions in person when you get in the room. Be sure that you do that in these learning paths, because it is required to be eligible to take that assessment. You'll be reminded of this in the room as well, but just want to let you know in advance. So Sunday is our Products Expo. That is available for virtual and in-person audiences. We have over 200 government suppliers. This is going to be really fun. So be sure that you make time to attend this. For in-person, we do have the innovation theaters. This is really exciting, where the suppliers showcase their latest solutions and products. And then for those of you who have attended forum before, many of our exhibitors will have food out in their booths, and there'll be an annual booth crawl. So that's a lot of fun as well. Make sure you check the signage for more information on that. All right, let's talk about our social and special events. Saturday afternoon is the First Timer and Young Professional Gathering. This is a really great event if you have not attended forum before, or if you are new to procurement. It is hosted by the member council, and it's really fun. There's an icebreaker, prizes, you meet new colleagues, and it's just a really great way to start off forum. So check that out. On Sunday is our social event. So you don't have to wear a hat, but you can, and it'll be really fun. So join us. We're going to have bourbon tasting, virtual horse racing, ticket holders and full registrants. It includes the social event, entertainment, and food. There will be a bar available for drink purchases. They can be purchased with a credit card, no cash transactions. Now, for the bourbon tasting, that is limited to 100 participants, and we are selling tickets for $40 a piece. A portion of those tickets will go to our charity Dare to Care. So if you're interested in the bourbon tasting, be sure to visit that URL and get your tickets as soon as possible, because I think that's going to fill up. So the awards lunch, this is on Monday, and this is just really a wonderful time to celebrate the accomplishments of our individuals, entities, and chapters. So please check that out and be sure you get that on your schedule. That will be live streamed for our virtual audience as well. So any additional information, I really recommend visiting Insight. Again, I went out there earlier today and people are sharing information, chatting with each other. So connect with the other attendees. There'll be forum updates out there. I know Carrie always puts stuff out there that's really important to read. There's some travel tips for Louisville, and you can also ask questions. So post forum. All virtual stream content is available on demand for 30 days. So that's going to be available to you until September 22nd. Please complete the session surveys. We have session surveys on the virtual platform and mobile app for each session, and there'll also be one for the overall event. We read them. Your feedback is really important to us. It really informs our future events. We want to know what you liked. We want to know if there's areas where we can improve. So take the time to complete those surveys. Download your transcripts from the NIGP website. Your transcript will have the total number of contact hours you are eligible, assuming you attended everything. And then lastly, really recommend keeping track of your sessions you attended using My Schedule in the mobile app or virtual platform. That'll really keep those titles and contact hours in one place for you for your recertification requirements. So I'm done talking and let's open it up for questions. Feel free to come off mute. Or you can raise your hand. Carrie, you must be doing a really great job answering all these questions. Everyone's so quiet today.
Well, we do just have one. So if attending virtually, how do we add sessions to our schedule? It's just as if you were on the app, you go into the platform, you can see your schedule, or you can see the agenda. You can go click on sessions to see if you're interested in them, read their descriptions, and you just click at the top. There's a button that says add to my schedule. And that, if you click that, that'll add the session to your schedule. And then you go to my schedule and that'll show you all the sessions that you've put on your schedule. Is Cradle to Grave on Monday no longer available? It is available. We had a duplicate record in our system, and the two systems that are talking to each other didn't like the cancellation flag on one of them. So we're working through that. But yes, the Cradle, I believe that's happening. There's one session that did cancel, but I believe that one is still happening.
Carrie, really quick, can one of the staff put the link to the virtual platform in the chat?
I'm on my laptop, so maybe Charles, can you pull that down and put it in the chat?
I'll take care of it.
Thank you. It's horrible not having to.
It's also on Insight.
Yes.
So Carrie put a message out earlier this week, I believe, that has a lot of the same information. And of course, you can also watch the recording of this. Any other questions? Okay, well, I thank you for your time. If you do think of another question, feel free to reach out to us. Check out Insight. You can put questions there, and I think a lot of attendees are sharing best practices there as well.
Hey, Chanda, somebody did
Yes.
ask for you to review again the learning paths, just to talk a little bit more in detail about that.
Yes, absolutely. And Charles can also help with this as well. So there's 3 learning paths. There's construction, technology, and cooperatives. And each of these learning paths have 4 sessions Each session is 75 minutes long. All of the learning paths will be live streamed and available on demand as well. So if you want to earn a badge in one of these paths, so say for example, you want to learn earn the technology badge, you do have to attend all 4 sessions. If you can't attend all 4 sessions in person, you can do a combination. So you could go back and attend a couple in person and then watch a couple on demand. For the virtual audience, same thing. You can watch them live streamed and or attend them on demand. When you have completed all the sessions in technology, for example, you will receive a link to the post assessment. And that is a link that goes to Aspire, which is our learning management system, where you will take an assessment that covers the content from the learning path. And once you pass that, you will be awarded a badge. I do ask that you give us a few days after forum to get all of our reports and records pulled so we can send you that link. And then as people go, and if they watch on demand post-event, they can also, if they've completed all those sessions, take the assessment and earn a badge. We will cut it off September 22nd when the platform shuts down.
I saw a question in Q&A about size, of entity size. Which session should I attend? We probably are not ones that should answer that.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody on the call, let me look back at, I can't remember if it's a city of 80,000, but the largest in the region. Would it make more sense to attend medium, small, medium, or large city networking? My guess would be 80,000, but I don't know if any, or I'm sorry, small to medium, but I don't know if anybody on the call has any insight from the procurement world. Just like with any session, we'll say this, and if you're a first timer, you'll hear this in the first timer webinar. If you go to a session and it's not for you, it's okay. Get up and go to another session. Nobody's going to be offended. Nobody's going to, stare at you or judge you. If you're not getting anything out of the session and it's not for you, there's plenty other things to choose from. So we do encourage you to make a plan, but always have a backup plan. If for some reason you go into a session and it's not what you expected, you can just walk out and go to another session.
Yeah, and the same with your schedule. When you add something to your schedule, you can really easily remove it as well. And it's nice because you could start to build it and you can see where maybe some things overlap, or there's not enough time, or maybe you wanted to meet with a colleague. So you can add things, take them off, whatever you'd like to do there. Any other questions? Well, we'll all be there. So I look forward to seeing you. We'll be around the information area, the registration. Myself, well, actually all 4 of us, myself, Carrie, Justin, and Charles, we're all being producers. So if you see us, stop by, say hello, and we look forward to seeing you all. Have a great day.
Thank you, Chanda, Carrie, and our audience for the great questions. We will be sending out the recording link and the presentation slides to everyone later this afternoon. Thanks again and have a great rest of your day.
See you all soon.
Bye.